Hi there, welcome to That Board Game Show. My name is James Wood, and today I'm showing you a solo playthrough of Sunset Over Water. I've already played a few rounds, so hopefully I can just give you a good sense of how the game plays, what you're doing, what your objectives are, etc. In fact, let me just quickly read to you from the beautiful rulebook. The beautiful wilderness. Sometimes you need to get off the beaten path to find a beautiful landscape to paint. Wake up early, hike deep into nature, and find your perfect spot. Some paintings sell for commissions, others you'll keep for yourself, but you're always going that extra mile to find inspiration. Over 6 days, players gain renown by hiking to beautiful locations to paint landscapes, which they'll later sell. Each day, players choose a planning card, which allows them to travel through the wilderness and paint. At day's end, they can sell paintings to earn renown. Players also earn renown by completing daily goals and by possessing landscape paintings at the end of the game. That is the general gist of it. You have these planning cards out in front of you, which each have a time at the top, which represents the time you wake up that day. A number of spaces you can move from wherever you currently are, and a number of paintings, landscapes, you can paint. So at the beginning of each day, you're going to pick one of these planning cards to say that's what my plan is for the day. And in the solo game, you have this little journal, which represents what happens depending on what time you wake up, which will make sense as I start playing. These are your commission cards. These are the objectives that you are working towards. You're trying to paint landscapes that match the icons that the commissions need. Once you've painted the landscapes required, at the end of each day, you can discard those landscapes and take the corresponding commission card. I've already been playing a few rounds here, and I've scored a couple commissions. And so now I am about to start I've discarded 2, so I'm about to start day 3 of my journey through the wilderness. Oh, one more thing. In the solo game, you have this special bonus point card, which gives you +1 point per commission you have, so per one of these cards you have at the end of the game with water on it. So you have a respectable collector back home somewhere that really loves paintings with water on them, and you're trying to please them. I had a plan for this day already. I was going to wake up at 8:45, which means in the solo game, okay, let's pull this up. In the solo game, that means that I'm going to discard the leftmost, or for the camera, the topmost card from the commission row. That commission is not available. That's basically simulating other players taking commissions out from under you. That's right, I was trying to work towards this one, because I've already painted in a previous day, which you can see has 2 of the symbols I need. And the third one can be anything. I just need to paint a landscape with the sun and any one other thing. So it has to have 2 symbols, one of which must be the sun. A sunset or sunrise in front of a waterfall with some flowers. You see here, I've got the waterfall, and there's the flowers. Now I'm looking for a sunset or sunrise. So there's one right there. But I can't get that with this card. Maybe if I go that way, yeah, that could work. And I can paint 2 things, so I'm going to go this way. 1, 2, and I can paint that, which gives me a sunset in a forest with some lovely flowers. And I can just get this one as well, which is a beautiful sunrise. Or sunset. Probably a sunset, considering the theme of the game. Well, the name of the game. Righto. Okay, so now it's the end of the day. So now I can discard those 2. Whoop. And I can claim this commission. Okay, now end of the day, I discard this planning card. That goes away. And that slides, and I reveal new commission cards. Flip over the top one. The one on top of the deck you can't fulfill during that day, but it gives you an idea of what's coming in the next round. I now draw a new planning card, which is a very late riser. Okay, so knowing that I've got this water bonus, I definitely want to try paint that one. And I should try and work towards this one, because that would be worth 7 points to me at the end of the game. In the solo game of Sunset Over Water, you're basically just trying to get as many points as possible. And in the back of the rulebook here, there is a little list of achievements that you can go. I'll leave that there for a minute. You can pause and read through those if you want. It plays very similarly to a multiplayer game. If I was playing this with 2 or 3 other people, it would be very, very similar. A very similar experience. Okay, so I've got this single sun, so I could work towards that one. So I need anything with 2 other things. I want to try head straight down, because then I can get those 2, which means I can start working towards that. But if I go with those, I can only paint one painting, which isn't great. So I should do that one, but I can't go this way. You can never move into a blank space. So I don't really care about this one. So let me play that. So that just means I discard one card, the leftmost card, that gets discarded. And then I'll move straight down. I'll go 1, 2, and anytime you land on or pass through one of these ranger stations, you replenish all the spaces directly adjacent to it. So I come to this deck over here, and starting at the top and working my way left and down. I replenish those 2, and now I can choose to paint either that or that. So I'm going to paint this one. Although, actually, I'll be able to paint that one on my next turn. Let me paint this one. Because now I've got a sun, and then any 2 things, which is precisely what I need for this commission, which is a good looking 5 points. So I'll discard those at the end of my day. I'll fulfill that commission. And I will discard that planning card, slide that, replenish, replenish, replenish. And draw a new planning card. Whew, these are all waking up late things, which means that one's probably going to go away before I have a chance to get it. So I've either got to wake up really early and just paint one thing, which wouldn't help. I can't get that anywhere. I could start working towards this one. That's probably not a bad idea. If I move down here, or if I wake up late, get one of these late cards out of my hand. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to play this one, which at 11:15 means I have to discard 2 cards from the commission row. Again, this simulates other players removing them. So you always discard the most expensive one. So now that's gone. Now the most expensive one is a 4. Most valuable one, I should say. There's a 4, that goes away. So now I can only fulfill that commission. I can move diagonal. So I'll move 1, 2, and I can paint 2 things. Let's paint this one and this one. And neither of those can fulfill anything currently available. So those will just go over there. And I will start a new day. That goes away. I draw a new one. Reveal new cards. Choose my wake up time. Let's see now. I should try and get myself where I can paint. So I've got a sun in that. I've got what I need for that one. Almost. I just need a single other thing. Okay, let's play this one, which is 10:15. So I'll discard 1 card from the row. So I discard the highest value in case of a tie, the leftmost, so that one goes away, which is rather unfortunate. Then I will move 1, 2, I want to go 3. No, I'm going to go 1, 2 and just paint these two here. Actually, I won't go 3. I'll end there. I'll still paint those two. Okay, then I can discard that one and get that commission. Discard that, get that. Okay, start a new day. Discard that, slide that over, draw that, flip that over. Okay, that would be a nice one to have. And I've got almost what I need for it over here. So I just need a water and something else, which I just threw away. Oh dear. This one let me move 4 spaces, but then I burn both of those. That wouldn't be terrible though, because then I can go get that. Yeah, let me do that. I'll do that one. And I'll move up 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can paint 3 landscapes. So I'd be able to, oh wait, before I move and paint, woke up at 12:45, which means I discard 2 cards. So that's those 2 gone. Okay, so if I can get a waterfall and one other thing. Okay, I know that I can go get that for the last day, which I'll definitely be able to do because that'll replenish. Let's grab that for 1. Whew. Let's grab this one for 2. And this one, I like the waterfall, that one for 3. Okay, so now discard that, slide that up, reveal. Okay, so now this is the last card, this is the last day, so I'll play that there, which means it's an early rise, so I replenish everything. And now, because it's the last day, I could paint this landscape. But let's see. Okay, so that one replenishes there. That one replenishes there. That one replenishes there. There. A little bit unnecessary because I can only paint one of these. I can't get to half of them, but let's just fill the board with pretty pictures. Nonetheless. Right. Okay, so I've got almost what I need for this one, so I think let's just paint that one. So I can move up to 2 spaces, 1, 2. I can paint that because I can paint one. I can paint one thing. So I'll paint this one thing, which gives me water and something else. So now I can do water, something else, mountain and flowers. Paint those things to get that commission, which isn't bad because it's another water commission and I want water commissions. And that's it. That is the last round. So final thing goes away. We don't replenish anything. I'll just set these aside for a second. They'll come into scoring in a minute. So first thing I do is I score any commissions I have. I score the number at the top there, plus 1 for every one that has water on it. Okay, 28. And then I score 1 point for every 2 symbols I have on landscapes still in my area. 5 points there. 28 plus 5 is 32. 33. 33 points, which means, according to this, I am a journeyman. So there you have it. That is Sunset Over Water. More specifically, that is a solo playthrough of sunset over water. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see some more, we have other videos for you. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Ciao!